Hello and welcome to an updated 1 to 99 and 120 firemaking guide for 2023. Whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax and enjoy. As per usual, here's a list of experience boosts you can use to increase your firemaking experience per hour and decrease the amount of logs you're going to need for level 99 and beyond. It is possible to train both Invention and Firemaking at the same time when training Firemaking by using either a Pyromatic or an Augmented Crystal Tinderbox. Both of these items require level 22 Invention and can be fitted with Invention perks to increase your experience per hour such as Pyromaniac, Rapid, and Tinker. The best possible perk setup you can have is Pyromaniac 6, Rapid 2, and Tinker 4. That being said, having any perks or something close to the best like Tinker 4 Pyromaniac 6 is more than enough. The Crystal Tinderbox can be created at the Singing Bowl in Priv, which requires 150 Harmonic Dust and 1 Crystal Tool Seed. The benefit of the Crystal Tinderbox is that it provides you with 4 times as many Fire Spirits. Before we get started with the trading methods, here are a bunch of quests that can give you firemaking experience upon completion. Leveling the firemaking skill is really simple. All you need to do is throw logs on an existing fire or one you've made yourself. You gain more experience per log if more people are using the same fire, or even better, you're using a permanent bonfire such as the ones in Yeti Town, the Menopause Worker District, or Elf City. The absolute best experience per log, however, can be achieved by using a portable brazier, which you can usually find in the Lumbridge Market on World 84. Getting more experience per log isn't the only benefit of using a portable brazier. You also have a 10% chance to save logs when firemaking, making it more AFK and saving you money, and it's right next to a bank when hosted properly by the Portables FC. Firemaking at the lower levels is slower due to you not burning logs as quickly, but eventually you'll be able to burn logs on a brazier or bonfire a few steps from the bank at a rate of 950 logs per hour. The following table on screen shows you which logs you should be using per level range, the experience per log and experience per hour, and the amount of logs you're going to need approximately without any other experience boosts. It also shows you how many hours of firemaking you're going to need to do to reach that level range. If for whatever reason you cannot access a portable brazier, here's the same table except on a permanent bonfire, which is slightly less experience per log when compared to the brazier. Expect to require more logs, have slightly less experience per hour, and take slightly longer to reach certain level ranges. Moving back to the brazier table, here's the recommended route I suggest using to level 99. It's basically doing exactly what the table says up to level 75, and then using corrupted magic logs to finish off your journey level 75 to 99. Reason being, these are the most affordable and best GP per XP logs in the game currently, and it's very unlikely that this will change anywhere in the near future. Doing this route to level 99 will take you approximately 38.5 hours. You can reduce the amount of time it takes you to get to level 99 or any goal for that matter by using an item called the Charged Pitch Can. This item will allow you to use around 230 more logs per hour, or speed up your progression experience per hour by around 24.4%. While this is a major increase in experience per hour, you are going to need to recharge that pitch can after using 2,000 charges or 2,000 logs, which can be done at the Charged Training Cave. That method will also be part of this video, and you can just skip to it by using the timestamps, although I'm warning you it's quite a boring method, even though it's also very good firemaking experience. The pitch can item can also be used to make incredibly fast firemaking lines for the absolute best consistent firemaking experience in the game. With the Priv method, you're able to burn 4,524 logs per hour, which will result in an experience rate of 1.375 million firemaking experience per hour when using corrupted magic logs. Using Protean logs in a different location in the desert, you're able to burn 5,220 logs per hour, resulting in a base experience rate of 2.15 million firemaking experience per hour. And don't forget that you're able to double those XP rates during a double experience event. If you're interested in learning how to do this method, be sure to check the link in the description below for a full guide, because you're going to need it to find out how to do this properly. Now, since we just talked about Protean logs with the pitch can method, you're able to use Protean logs on a brazier and get 901 experience per log at level 99. Since you can use 750 Protean logs or 857 with Protean power-ups per hour, that's at an experience rate of 675 to 772,000 experience per hour base. Now, the experience per hour will be lower at lower levels because Protean items scale with their own level, although that being said, Protean logs are still going to be very good experience no matter what your level is. At level 82, 87, and 95 firemaking, you can get access to some methods in the Zygomite skilling area. You can get here by teleporting to the Ardougne lodestone, going inside the building in the manor farm, up the stairs, and teleporting there using the mystical tree. If it's your first time coming here, you're going to need to speak to the granny NPC in front of you before you can access the skilling methods. The level 82 method will give you 265,000 firemaking experience per hour if you right click and focus on drying the Zygomite's hair. This method is incredibly AFK and will give you an item called Tempered Fungal Shafts, which you can sell on the Grand Exchange. The level 87 firemaking method consists of you grabbing a bunch of dinosaur eggs from this pile and then incubating the good ones and composting the bad ones. Doing so in the way I'm doing it in the video will net you 325,000 firemaking experience per hour and 7,700 sharp shell shards per hour. These are a training method of their own, as you can ignite those for firemaking experience. Igniting sharp shell shards from levels 87 to 99 is an incredibly good training method, as you can get 405,000 firemaking experience per hour as you burn near 1,200 of these per hour. If you wish to do these to level 99, you're going to need to have 26,575 sharp shell shards. To level 120, you're going to need to have 267,562. These are numbers without any boost or double experience. The level 95 Zygomite skilling location can be teleported to from the level 82 and 87 location by using this tree. Basically what this method is you grab a bunch of baby Rexes from this barn and you run around the 4 troughs in clockwise manner to turn them eventually into fertilizer. This fertilizer can be turned into dinosaur propellant at a rate of around 9,000 to 11,000 dinosaur propellant per hour and will net you 480 to 590,000 firemaking experience per hour, which is incredibly fast. You want to burn the fertilizer once you're close to the storm barn and then grab more baby Rexes straight away and continue going in a clockwise manner. This method can be sped up immensely by using abilities such as Surge and Dive and the Mobile Invention perk on a piece of armor or weapon. The Chars Training Cave is an incredibly good firemaking training method that can be used to recharge your pitch can or make some money by actually getting one if you're lucky. This cave requires the Firemaker's Curse quest to access and is located south of the Eagle Peak lodestone. You can also get here by teleporting with the Book of Char item. Pick up the pitch can once inside and put it on your action bar. You're going to be holding that action bar button to make fires and shapes inside. Once ready, right click the NPC, choose quick start and then go down the stairs. All you're going to be doing is turning off your run and walking the same shape over and over again for 5 minutes until the session ends and repeating it. If you hold down the keybind of the pitch can, you're going to be making fires in that shape without needing to think too much other than slowly clicking around. Now in terms of shapes, you have 2 options. The X or cross shape, which I'm making right now, which is slightly worse experience, but will recharge your pitch can faster, as you can get 1,300 points per run, as you can easily get 13 shapes per 5-minute session. That is the equivalent of filling 7.8 pitch cans per hour if you're curious. Or if you want to get more experience, you will do the reverse G shape. Since you can only complete around 6 or 7 of these shapes per run or session of 5 minutes, you only get 600 to 700 points per run. That being said, you are getting 600 to 700,000 firemaking experience per hour opposed to the 434 when making the X or cross shape. So if you're looking to gain firemaking experience, this mini game or thing you can do is an incredibly good way of gaining firemaking experience at the cost of nothing. In fact, if you get lucky and you get an empty pitch can, you can sell that for like 30 to 40, maybe even 50 million GP, and you're making a big profit. Now in case you mess up and you put a bit of fire on a different tile, don't worry about putting it out with the right click option, simply ignore it, finish your shape, and you'll still get the experience. I will also briefly mention a couple of honorable mentions for firemaking training. When using the Always Adds Archaeology relic, you can burn the logs you chop while doing woodcutting to gain a little bit of extra firemaking experience. The best firemaking specific method are curly roots, where you can get up to 595,000 experience per hour. That being said, I wouldn't really do this method and just stick to the regular firemaking method. There's this daily you can do with the Book of Char item, where you drop bunches and bunches of logs from your familiar in inventory, using keys to perfectly drop them, and then basically walk back and forth to gain a huge amount of firemaking experience in a short period of time. But since this requires so much setup time, you need to move around your action bar to spam drop logs, and it's only for 2 minutes, I simply can't recommend doing this method, but perhaps I'll make a full guide for this in the future. And finally, making incense sticks can also net you firemaking experience, although these are terrible experience even with the quick sense upgrade from the Garden of Carid. With that being said, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and if you did, leave a like down below and maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.